Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network. I am your host, Dom Santina, here in the booth again with you one more time for the DSRL Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series race number 2 here at Lernerville Speedway, getting ready for some quick time action here in the racetrack. But before we do, we're going to send it on down for our pre-race invocation.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, with broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous field. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly strong, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
What happened?
O'er the
Nothing's showing up with overlays
land
at all.
of the
What do you
free.
mean, like it's not opening?
It's opening.
And
I've opened
the
and closed it like 5 different times. And it's not showing up on the screen. I don't have the session state one. It won't pull up any of them.
You may have to run back real quick and make a new set. That's the most important thing. You open up the ATVO scene editor, then you export and you overwrite the old set. Don't make a new set. Don't put it anywhere else. Right back in that folder. Right on that particular one. Make sure it overwrites.
I did, but I don't know what's going on. I make sure it overwrites every time.
We'll have to get into it when we get done here.
Okay.
Just go with what you got. Sorry, buddy.
All right, welcome back to the Dirt Racing Network. Dom Santino along with you here. And we are having a little... Oh, there we go. Look at that. It popped up. It's working this time. So we are getting ready to go with our qualifying sessions. I do believe just in the luck of time, it all comes together. And we are getting ready for some quick time here in the DSRL 410 Outlaw Series. Had some issues there with our overlays, but we got them fixed and ready to go. And now here we go with our DSRL 410 Wicked Energy Gum Outlaw Series on track right now. We got a few cars. We'll take a look. You're looking at Kevin Click. We'll get it set here. This is the Dirt Racing Network Quick Time Award. This is going to be awarded here at the end of our qualifying session. At some point, there's Kevin Click ending his run. Right now, Logan Rumsey on top of the charts with a 20.920, or a 12.920, correction, my bad. Second right now, James Edmonds in second. We'll take a look at him. He's finishing up his run, 13.08. We'll give you a top 10 so far. Kevin Click in third with 13.078. And look at that. Hayden Cardwell jumps up to second quickest in that 22 machine at 2.941. Welcome back. I know we took last week off from the Dirt Racing Network as everyone enjoyed hopefully a good and safe Thanksgiving weekend. We're back with week number 2 if you missed it. If you missed week 1 2 weeks ago, our Quick Time Award winner was Adam Elby. Our A main winner, Cameron Merriman. He's right now sitting 5th quickest on the charts. Kendall Tucker jumps up into the top 3 with a 12.977. Alex Bergeron up to the 3rd spot now in that 12 machine. Got about 40 seconds left to go in qualifying. Taking a few different looks around the track a little bit. So right now, Logan Rumsey with about 25 seconds left still has the quickest. Then Hayden Cardwell, Bergeron, Tucker, Edmonds, and Merriman. Then LB, Eiler, Click, and Lammy. And time's going to run out. I don't think anybody else still has to go. John Batista has not gone. There's 30 cars in the server. Don't know if he's going to run a qualifying lap or not. If not, this looks like it's done there. The time will click out in the Dirt Racing Network qualifying session. Quick Time Award will go to Logan Rumsey. And we will get set for our first heat race of the night. Let me get this top 10 off the board. We'll get our cars gridding in on track once they come in, and we'll tell you how they're going to line up right here. Here is your Quick Time Award winner. That is the 26 of Logan Rumsey. To his outside will be for Swindle Speed Labs, from Mount Airy, North Carolina. That'll be the 00 of Kendall Tucker. In row number 2 on the inside, Adam Elby will take the second row inside spot, starting 3rd. His outside, Team SSR Elite School of Sim Racing from Birdsboro, Pennsylvania. That's the 99 of Gregory Lammy. Row number 3 on the inside, the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. To his outside, the Brent Marks Racing Sim team from Baps Auto Supply and Wicked Cushion from Farmington, Minnesota, the 15 of Michael Sheridan. Row number 4 on the inside, the 331 of Dustin Hall. To his outside for Miles Jansen Racing D2 Race Designs from Duluth, Minnesota. That's the 29 of Miles Jansen himself. Row number 5, rounding out heat race number 1 for Indy Race Parts Midwest Hammerhead Sim Racing Team from Hobstadt, Indiana. That's the 292 of Paint and Grease. And on the outside, rounding out this heat race number 1 for Pennsylvania Dirt Devils Edge Marketing Racecast, and from Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania, that's the 35 of Eric Coyle. And we're about ready to start our Waggy and Casey, the I-55 Lawyers Heat Race number 1 here at Lernerville. We're going to go 10 laps around. Get ourselves ready to go. You're looking at the 41 of Logan Rumsey. Little correction there. He's going to be running that 41 car. There's outside Kendall Tucker in the 00. And you can just see Adam Elby back there in the 3rd row with the 99 of Lammy on his outside. Going to be a good night of racing. Adam Elby took a heat race win in week number 1. We'll see if he can start week number 2 off the same way. Lights are out on the pace truck. That means we're getting ready to go green flag racing. Come out of turn 4 this time. Green flag will be in the air. 10 laps. There goes the pace truck. We're getting ready to go. They're going to wind them up and let them go. Green flag in the air, and off we go into turns 1 and 2. Logan Rumsey with the early race lead. He's got a good battle there, though, with Kendall Tucker as they go through 3 and 4. They're going to make their way out. And it's going to be Rumsey with the race lead, working on lap 2 of 10. Here comes Tucker, going to dive back down. Good view here from the press box. Good battle up front. Logan Rumsey, Kendall Tucker, Gregory Lammy in 3rd, Michael Sheridan in 4th. Taking anywhere from 4 to 5 different. Looks like we're going to be taking 5 from this heat race. 3 heat races, 5 from each heat race. The rest will be made up through our LCQs. And Lammy, or Kendall Tucker, has took over the lead from Lammy, or Rumsey. Lammy is in the battle there in 3rd. So 3-way battle for the lead now. Kendall Tucker out front, halfway home here in heat race number 1. Let's see if Kendall Tucker can hold on. Gregory Lammy back here in 3rd. These 3 have broke away a little bit from Michael Sheridan, who's got a battle for the 4th and 5th spot. This will be your final 2 transfer spots. He's battling there with Dustin Hall in the 331. We're going to take a look at these 2 going at it for a couple of minutes. On the outside looking in is Peyton Grease. You see him right there. He's actually fallen back. That's Miles Jansen, Ron Grease, right in front of him, right there in the 92 machine. Jump back up to the front, 0.6 of a second lead for your race leader, coming to 2 to go. He gets up on the berm there, down the front stretch. Caution on the racetrack. We got our first caution. It could have been Ernie Williams Jr. He's in the pits. So let's go back and see what happened with Ernie Williams Jr. Here he is going down the back stretch, heading into 3 and 4. Coming through. Little contact there with Elby and into the inside wall, and flipping on his driver's side goes Ernie Williams. That brings out the caution as the cars were coming back around. And we'll have to reset it with 2 to go. Personally, this is one of my favorite racetracks here at Lernerville. Always pretty good action, but the fact that there's no retaining wall right there at the edge of the turns. You can see as they go into 1 and 2, that retaining wall way back there. So you jump that cushion, it can be a massive mistake. You may not hit the wall, may not have any damage to your car per se, but it's going to affect your racing position big time. I think it's just that idea of the wall's not necessarily there to catch you, so if you jump the cushion, it always just makes it a little bit more exciting when that wall's not there, and that opportunity to make a mistake but not pay the big ramifications of damage is there. I think that's what really excites me about this race. See Cody Terry checking in. Hello everyone out there listening or watching on either Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, whatever you're listening on. Send us a message, let us know you're checking in, and tell us who you're rooting for here tonight in week number 2 of the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaws. Pace truck making its way off. We're about ready to go back green flag racing. There's going to be 1 lap left to go when we get this thing going. And a great start by Kendall Tucker. He's going to pull away through 1 and 2. We'll check back here in 4th and 5th. Sheridan and Hall. Looks like Michael Sheridan's going to be in. Hall's got some pressures. Eric Coyle now comes up into that position. Contact! Rubbins racing there at the line. Who got it? Dustin Hall did. So it's Kendall Tucker taking the Waggy and Casey I-55 Lawyers heat race number 1 win. And Dustin Hall claiming that 5th place position. We'll get set for heat race number 2, getting ready to grid out on the track. On the inside, starting on the pole for the Tim Sims Heat Race number 2, the 07 of Hayden Cardwell on his outside, the 52 of James Edens. Row number 2 on the inside for Elbows Up Sim Sport, Roofco, Wickard Energy, and from Franklin, Pennsylvania, that's the 17 of Braden Eiler. To his outside for Elbows Up Sim Sport, the two teammates going to be starting side by side for Fairway Mortgage, BS Air Catch Fence Apparel, and from Millersburg, Pennsylvania, the 85 of Tyler Schell. Row number 3 on the inside for Casey's General Stores from Des Moines, Iowa, that's the 47 of Jason Randolph. To his outside for Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Sims Ultimate Dirt TV and Onyx Designs from Plymouth, Wisconsin, that's the 80 of Joshua Stanky. Row number 4 on the inside will be the 23 of Alex Szerzynski. To his outside for HOH Motorsports, Schulte Motorsports, and from Felton, Delaware, that's the 71 of Curtis Merriman. And rounding out Heat Race number 2 for Team Edge, On the Edge Motorsports, Wicked Cushion, and Wicked Energy Gum from Salt Lake City, Utah, the 32 of Derek Layton. To his outside, the 21 of John Helms. Getting ready to go with the Tim Sims Heat Race number 2. Hayden Cardwell, James Edens going to bring us to the starting line. Get set to go with our second heat race. Green flag in the air. Here we go. They go diving down the front stretch into turns 1 and 2. We already have 5 cars advanced to our A main. We're going to send another 5 here in just a few laps. Already working on lap 2 of 10. And out front, it's the 22 correction of Hayden Cardwell, not the 7 car as the grid told you. He's out front, followed by James Edens. Then it's Tyler Schell looking to the inside of Edens. He's going to slide up in the middle of 1 and 2. They're going to battle it out down the backstretch for 2nd and 3rd. This is going to let Hayden Cardwell pull away a little bit. Here they come, nose to nose. That time Edens has it. Gets a little contact, drifts up into the wall. That'll allow Schell to get the 2nd place spot through 3 and 4. We'll take a look back here at Braden Eiler and Joshua Stanky. They're battling it out for 4th and 5th. Eiler got the 4th spot. Stanky in the 5th spot right now. Working on halfway through heat race number 2 already. There you go. We'll take a look back up at the front of the pack. It's still Hayden Cardwell, Edens, Schell, Eiler, Stanky. Then it's Szerzynski, Randolph, Layton, Curtis Merriman, and John Helms, the order. 2 there of Edens and Schell. They're starting to close in just a little bit on Hayden Cardwell, coming to 3 to go. The lead is 3.5 tenths of a second. We'll see if they can close. This time down to 0.33. It's closing slowly. I don't think Edens, now he falls way off. Hayden Cardwell might have got back in the throttle a little bit or found a little extra that lap because it jumps up to 0.45, just under half a second. Here comes Tyler Schell with the slider. Look out. Here comes Braden Eiler. A hard slider deep into 3 and 4. Will it pay off? He's got the 3rd spot. Couldn't hold on to the 2nd spot. Now he's going to fall back to the 4th spot. Oh, there goes your leader. Hayden Cardwell over the berm in 2. James Edens now looking to take the heat win, and he will. Your Tim Sims Heat Race number 2 winner, James Eden, getting the lucky fortune here at Lernerville. Tyler Schell, Braden Eiler, Stanky, and Hayden Cardwell will rebound to claim that final transfer spot. And that will get us ready for our 3rd heat race of the night. They're going to start to grid out on the racetrack. And we'll start to tell you how they're going to line up here for the Edmond Trophy Company Heat Race number 3. On the inside will be the 12 of Alex Bergeron. To his outside, your Week 1 Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw winner. That's going to be from Dayton, Ohio, the number 10 of Cameron Merriman. Row number 2 for Brent Mark's Sim Team. Alkaline 88 from Ontario, Ohio. That's a 25 of Kevin Click. To his outside for Kinsler Racing Sim Team, MVT and Wicked Cushion from Waverly, Nebraska. The 11 of Cole Newhoffen. Row number 3. On the inside will be the 3 of Lewis Hewitt. To his outside, another Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Simstyles BMRS from Pittsburgh, Indiana. That's going to be the 1 of Mason Hannigan. Row number 4 for Swindle Speed Labs Esports, Fast Forward Media, and from Loomis, California, the 5 of Rusty Kruger. To his outside, the 28 of Zach Rounds. And rounding it out here, only one of these two are going to make the call tonight. Another Black Diamond Motorsports teammate for UDTV 19 Design, Tim Sims, and from Sellersburg, Indiana, the 36 of Nathan Davis. John Batista not making the call here. So we got 9 cars, 10 laps, ready to go racing here in the Edmond Trophy Company Heat Race number 3. Green flag in the air, here we go. Down the front stretch they go, and it's Alex Bergeron pulling the early race lead into 1 and 2. Go back to our good press box view so you can see all the action. Watch out for that 010 car of Cameron Merriman. He is fast every week he is in this server. Here he comes down the backstretch. Can he figure something out here at Lernerville? He got the win at Fairbury. He got the heat race win as well, and he took the pole dash. He swept all 3. Can he continue here in week number 2? We're going to watch this battle with Bergeron and Merriman. Right now, it's 2.26 tenths of a second between the two. And we got a caution on the racetrack. Let's go see. Zach Rounds is a couple laps down. I don't know if he's the one that brought out the caution or not. We'll go take a look. Here he is joining the racetrack. There's your caution right there. So I don't know if he went down pit road or if it was he joined late in the race, but when you re-enter the racetrack off a pit lane like that, it will bring the caution out. So Zach Rounds bringing out our caution. No incident, no damage. That's a good thing. Just a little behind pace at the moment. So we'll reset it. Alex Bergeron. Maybe they had to wait for the pace truck. There he comes. So, Alex Bergeron, your race leader. Cameron Merriman in 2nd. Kevin Click 3rd. Rusty Kruger 4th. Mason Hannigan in 5th. Quite a few big names here in this heat race. We'll see how they stack out. Remember, 5 go to the A main directly. The rest will go through the LCQs. So if you're Alex Bergeron, the last thing you want to do is continue to give Cameron Merriman opportunities. Or, matter of fact, not even Cameron Merriman, anyone behind you, when you're the leader, the last thing you want to do is have opportunities for guys to get you on restarts and close up any gap that you have. Jordan Etter, I see your message. I think the stream dipped out for just a second, but it looks like it's good to go. Fingers crossed it stays the same. So I don't know if that was on your end or my end. Might have been a little bit of both, but I think we got it good to go now. Fingers crossed, green flag back in the air. And it's still your race leader, Alex Bergeron, trying to hold off the rest of the 8 guys. Working on completing lap number 4. Cameron Merriman getting a full view of that 8 car of Cole Newhoffen. Oh, did Newhoffen and Click come together? It was pretty close coming out of 1 and 2. We're going to take a look back here. And while we look at that, we got action up front. We got to go take a look at the lead. Coming out of 4, Cameron Merriman had a tire inside of Alex Bergeron. Let's see if he has another run here through 3 and 4. Good battles along the racetrack. Looks like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th spots have settled in a little bit off the restart. 4 laps left to go. Alex Bergeron has led every lap of this heat race so far. Mind you, it's only been 5-6 laps, but Merriman is giving him all he can handle right now with 3 to go. He is there. The lead, 1/10 of a second for Bergeron. Merriman slips over the banking just a little bit, might have slowed him up, gave a little advantage to Bergeron as they come to 2 to go. How about this? Heavyweight battle up here at the front for this heat race win. Can Bergeron hold off Cameron Merriman? Here comes Merriman with the slider through 3 and 4. He's got it at the line. New race leader, Cameron Merriman. Bergeron takes back over in 1 and 2. And he pulls way away from Cameron Merriman. Cameron Merriman went off the track. That's going to hand the lead to Alex Bergeron. Cole Newhoffen comes across in second. Lewis Hewitt third. Or there's Cameron. No, Lewis Hewitt third. Kevin Click fourth. Rusty Kruger. Click fourth. Kruger fifth. And the Edmond Trophy Company heat race number 3 win will go to lost my train of thought there for a second. We'll go to Alex Bergeron. There we go. That's who I was thinking of. So he picks up the Edmond Trophy Company heat race number 3 win. And we're going to get ready for our C main gridding out on the racetrack. How about that? Bad luck for Cameron Merriman there. He had just took over the heat race win, and now he's going to have to come through our LCQs. We'll see if he can do it. Let's focus on our C main. Starting on the inside will be the 92 of Peyton Grease. To his outside, the 71 of Curtis Merriman. Row number 2 on the inside, the 36 of Nathan Davis. To his outside, Ernie Williams Jr. Row number 3 on the inside will be the 32 of Derek Layton. To his outside, the 28 of Zach Rounds. Looks like there's 7 cars making the call so far, that last one being Adam Elby. The 21 of John Helms and the 54 of John Batista are scheduled to make it. Like we said, John Batista did not make the call for the heat races. I do believe, let me check. Not sure if he's in an admin role tonight or not. He might be and just had to come in through a race car instead of just watching, and that may be why he's in the server. But he did not make the call for the heat races. He has not made the call here for the C main, so I'm guessing he is not racing tonight. He's just in the server. John Helms not making the call either, so it's going to put 7 in the C main. From what I checked, 4 will be direct transferring here to the B main. They'll be lining up in the back. Let's see. Yes. C main, B main, pole dash, A main. Here we go. Green flag racing with our C main. It's Peyton Grease pulling the early race lead into 1 and 2. Good action here into 3 and 4. There's your race leader right behind him. Nathan Davis driving up to that second spot, getting into a battle with Curtis Merriman. And there's the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. making his way up, and he is charging fast through the C main. Here he comes. This is a 12-lap race. Ernie Williams Jr. is on a mission. The 91 car trying to track down the 92 car. Can he get it done? Making his way around the racetrack. Here we go. We're going to go on board with him right now. This is Nathan Davis, but we want to go on board with your now race leader, Ernie Williams Jr. Let's see if we got a little better. Give you what he's looking at. There he is, clean racetrack out in front. Oh, and there he goes over the berm. Down the back stretch goes the 91. We're going to stay with him for just a second. So you see how he gets back on the racetrack. Well, he's going to go down pit road, so ain't crash into a wall. So let's go back onto our normal view. We'll check out what's going on, get this off board, and we'll give you your new race leader, Adam Elby. How about that? That was perfect timing. Ernie Williams probably not too happy with me. As soon as I click on him to go on board with him, he had just drove through the pack, drove up to the race lead. We go on board. He goes over the berm, and basically he's done for the night. 2 laps down here in the C main. He's not going to be able to recover. Peyton Grease, Nathan Davis, Derek Layton, the top 4. Let's go back and look deeper in the field. There's your third place car right there. That is Nathan Davis. He's trying to hold off Derek Clayton right there for that fourth spot. We'll go back, look at the first man on the outside. That is the 71 of Curtis Merriman. He's in the fifth spot right now. Battling with Zach Rounds for the fifth and sixth spot. 3 laps left to go. Good wide view of what's going on the racetrack. Here's your race leader. There's Adam Elby. Working his way around. 2 laps left to go here in the C main. This is the C main presented by Black Diamond Motorsports and Adam Elby. Going to try to take it here heading into 3 and 4 one last time. The Black Diamond Motorsports C main winner is Adam Elby. Coming across in second will be Peyton Grease. Third, Nathan Davis. Fourth, Derek Layton. Fifth, Zach Rounds. Sixth, Curtis Merriman. Seventh, Ernie Williams Jr. Yes, Gene, I feel so bad for Ernie Williams Jr. I know he was in control of that race car, but I feel like it was part on me here in the booth. A lot of broadcasters sometimes, get the role of saying they jinxed a driver. That one, the timing did not add up so much on that one, and I feel bad for Ernie. That happens here at Lernerville, though. You jump the cushion, there's no wall there, and you're gone. That's what happens when you try to push to get every inch you can. He had a fast race car. He was up there in the front of the race. He had drove through the pack. Fortunately, his night comes to an end short. We'll get set for the B main. We'll show you who's going to be in it. Starting on the pole will be the 35 of Eric Coyle. To his outside will be the 23 of Alec Szerzynski. Row number 2 to the inside, the 010, Cameron Merriman. 29 of Miles Jansen. 47 of Zach Randolph will be starting 5th on the inside of row number 3. To the outside, the 1 of Mason Hannigan. Row number 4 on the inside, the 74 of Adam Elby. He just won that C main. And the 92 of Peyton Greaves. These are your C main transfers. Nathan Davis in the 36 will start 9th on the inside of row number 5. And the 32 of Derek Layton will start on the outside in number 10. That rounds out your B main. We took 3 from each heat race. That gives us 15. We'll take 5 more here from the B main. This is the Wicked Cushion Esports B main. Getting ready to go green flag racing. Eric Coyle going to bring us to the starting line for the green flag. To his outside, that 023 of Alec Szerzynski. 5 cars going to advance to fill out our field. After this, we'll have our pole dash, a couple minutes of practice time, and then we'll go to our A main and see who's going to pick up the win here in week number 2. Green flag in the air. Here we go. 5 cars trying to find their final spots in the A main, and no surprise at all. Look who's trying to secure his spot right away and run away with it. It is the 010 of Cameron Merriman jumping out and leading lap number 1, but he's got a whole lot of pressure behind him because there are some big names in this B main, like Mason Hannigan, Miles Jansen, Adam Elby, Jason Randolph, Peyton Grease, all of them trying to get through to the B main. We'll see if they can do it. There's Cameron Merriman, Miles Jansen in second, Hannigan running through the pack, trying to get up there as well. Then it's Szerzynski, Elby, Coyle, Randolph, all right there behind him. See Miles Jansen in that 67 car trying to work it. Hannigan's got it now in front of him. He's up to the 2nd spot, Jansen back to 3rd. Here comes Elby to the inside for the 4th spot. Good view here down the racetrack. There is Miles Jansen. He's all the way back to the 6th spot now. As I was changing camera views, we had a shake up in the results. Adam Elby up to 3rd. You're looking at him right now trying to track down Mason Hannigan. Szerzynski, he's in 4th, and that's 023. Miles Jansen jumped back up to the 5th spot. He's battling with Eric Coyle there as he tries to get that car straightened out. Coyle going to jump back in front of him. Good battle back here. Sliders all over the place for 5th and 6th. Cameron Merriman starting to check out. 0.8 of a second lead for Merriman. We're looking back here at this transfer position. Jansen has it. Coyle and Jansen going at it. Sliders all over the place. Love to see sliders in dirt racing, but like we've mentioned already here a couple times, and we've seen it happen already in heat races and in the C main, you throw that cushion and your night could be done. Working on lap number 9, coming to 10. This will be 5 laps left to go here in the B main. We'll jump back up here. We'll take a look at what's going on. Cameron Merriman's all on his own out front. Mason Hannigan up into that 2nd spot. He's comfortably got a couple tenths of a second lead over Adam Elby. And it's back to Szerszynski in 4th. And then we were just looking at that battle between Coyle and Jansen. That seems like where most of the action's at on the racetrack, so we'll stay with them. Here they come through 3 and 4. Coyle jumps up that time. You know who's also joined the battle? That's Jason Randolph. He's right there. He's going to go around Miles Jansen on the outside down the backstretch. Jansen gets a run into 3 and 4. He'll hold that position for the time being. 2 laps left to go. This is going to determine who's going to make it into the A main right here for the 4th, 5th, and 6th place spots. Coyle has got it right now. Or actually, it's 5th, 6th, and 7th. White flag in the air. We're going to keep an eye on it. We'll jump back up because coming out of 3 and 4, your Wicked Cushion Esports B main winner is Cameron Merriman. Coming across in 2nd, Mason Hannigan, Adam Elby in 3rd, Szerszynski in 4th, and it looks like Coyle will hold on to that 5th spot. Jansen, Randolph, Davis, Grease, and Layton, their nights will be done. That's going to wrap up our LCQs. We're going to get our pole dash on the track. I believe it's going to be the top 2 from each heat race, so we should have about 6 cars on the racetrack. We'll get them set out here. I'll call them out as I see them. Here comes Alex Bergeron. Here's your Heat 3 race winner. Gonna get that car ready to go. Let's see. Anyone else coming out? Here comes James Edens. He's gonna come off pit road. Kendall Tucker making his way on. Here comes a mass group. Tyler Schell. He's coming on. Logan Rumsey, Cole Newhoffen, all in that mix. We will give you the grid once they kind of get into position here. There's Cole Newhoffen in that 8 car. We'll jump up here with Alex Bergeron because he's going to stop. He's going to get a set. So it looks like Bergeron's going to start on the pole on the inside. Then it's Edens to his outside. Row 2 on the inside will be Kendall Tucker. We are green flag racing already. Here we go, 6 laps. We are underway. Alex Bergeron trying to take the pole dash win. Cameron Merriman won week 1's pole dash, but he went through the B main, so he's not in here. We're going to have a new pole dash winner here tonight. Kendall Tucker all over the back of Alex Bergeron. And they hold on. Let's go to the stands view, see what's, or the press box. I love this view. This is the one we stayed with most of the night. There's Tyler Schell. He's battling for the 3rd spot with Edens. Here comes Kendall Tucker to the outside. Who's going to take the Scott King Designs pole dash and start on the pole for a main? Right now, it is Alex Bergeron. But Kendall Tucker is giving him a battle, winding down here. Just a couple laps left. Big slider for Bergeron there in 3 and 4. Bergeron, Kendall Tucker. 1 and 2, take a look back. Then it's Edens, Logan Rumsey, Tyler Schell, and Cole Newhoffen. Running order. I think we have just maybe 1 or 2 more laps. There's your 2nd and 3rd place battle. Looks like Bergeron's pulled away from Tucker. Edens on the back of him now. The 3rd place spot. There goes Logan Rumsey. And that's going to wrap it up. So, your Scott King Design pole dash winner is going to be the 12 of Alex Bergeron. He will get the pole to start our Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw feature. But before we get there, we're going to go thank a few of our sponsors. When we come back, we will have that A main that we've been talking about all night long. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We're going to grid out for our A main. They're getting ready to roll around the racetrack, starting on the pole. Well, we're going to have to fix this because they're going to readjust here in a second. So we'll jump through. We know Alex Bergeron's got the pole. Kendall Tucker will start on the outside of row number 1. So we'll jump back here to the 7th spot. This is true and accurate. We'll start on the inside of row number 4, the 99 of Gregory Lammy, to his outside, the 17 of Braden Eiler. Row number 5 on the inside, the 3 of Lewis Hewitt. Outside, 15, Michael Sheridan. Row number 6 on the inside, starting 11th, the 80 of Josh Stanky. Starting 12th, the 25 of Kevin Click. Row 13, inside, 331 of Dustin Hall. Outside, the 07 of Hayden Cardwell. Row 8, starting 15th, the 5 of Rusty Kruger, and on his outside, the 010 of Cameron Merriman. They are going to go green flag racing here, but they're going to readjust the order, so it'll take a couple laps to get everything set. We'll continue with our lineup and then give you the top 6. So 17th, the 1 of Mason Hannigan, 18th, the 74 of Adam Elby, 19th, the 023 of Alex Szerzynski, and 20th, the 35 of Eric Coyle. 21st, the 29 of Miles Jansen. 22nd, the 47 of Jason Randolph. 22nd, the 36 of Nathan Davis. And 23rd, the 292 of Peyton Grease. That's going to round out your order. I think there might have been a little glitch there in the numbers, but we should have 4 cars in the server. We'll jump back up here to the front of the pack. Once it catches up here, you see it's a mixture of things going on. We know Alex Bergeron's going to be on the pole. Kendall Tucker will be to his outside. There is Kendall Tucker. We'll get up here on Alex Bergeron. Rumsey and Edens in 3 and 4, or in row 2. And then Newhoffen and Lammy in row 3. That's how they're going to go. Edens on the inside of row number 2. How about this? We've been talking about it all night. And let me tell you, if I'm a betting man, which I'm really not, but I do like making predictions. I'm more of a predictor than a bettor. My prediction is going to be on that 12 car right there of Alex Bergeron. Cameron Merriman, like we said, has been fast. We've known him to be fast in every server. He's ran in here with DSRL, but man, I just like how that 12 car is hooked up tonight. It's looked fast. He's been out front most of the night. He held off Cameron Merriman in his heat race. He dominated the pole dash. He held off that 00 of Kendall Tucker. I think it's going to be tough to beat him. It's going to be mighty tough to beat him. Kendall Tucker on the outside, then Edens and Jansen in row number 2 and 3. Or in row 2, starting 3rd and 4th, my bad. Let's get out here to our view. We'll see it, there you go, there's a good view. So Edens on the inside, Rumsey on the outside. Then it's Shell on the inside of row 3, Newhoffen on the outside of row 3, starting 6th. And then the order, as we said earlier, Lamy and Eiler, followed by the rest. 24 cars making the call. I'm going to make sure everyone made it in here. Got a few cars, looks like Paint and Breeze. A few cars that did not make the call, so we'll see what happens. So I'm going to cycle out here. Looks like we have 20 cars, 19 now as Miles Jansen clicks out, that are in currently right now. We'll jump up to the front with Alex Bergeron. Get ready to go. It's going to be 35 laps, I believe. I'm going to do a couple laps here of pace laps to get things set. Kathy Beaver, I see you sending in a message. Kendall Tucker, your favorite. Well, Kendall's got quite the starting spot. He doesn't have the pole, but he has the second best right there on the outside of the front row. We'll see if he can get around Alex Bergeron. Take the win here tonight in our Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw feature. Get ready to go. Should be getting ready to go. Green flag racing right here. There we go on the throttle. Kendall Tucker timed it up pretty good. Alex Bergeron not getting quite the great jump, and he's got pressure already from Edens on the inside. Bergeron dives it off into 1 or 3 and 4. Big slide job through the corner, and man, there's chaos all over. A pack there of about 4 or 5 guys battling it out for that top spot. We got a caution already on the racetrack. Just changing the camera view, and the caution came out, so it had to be on the start. Let's see if we can figure out who it is. Jason Randolph's on pit road. That's usually a pretty good indication. I don't know where he went to. So, well, not quite sure. Eric Coyle also kind of slow. Let's see if we can jump over to Eric Coyle. Yep, there it is. Let's go back just a second, see if we can see what happened. Oh, there he is. Let's see what happens. Oh, he blinked off the screen there. So not quite sure what happened. He might have left the server. This night might be done. So anyway, it was Coyle that brought out the caution. You saw him on his side there, revving the engine, trying to get that car spun back up on its wheels without having to get a tow. Not the case, had to go down pit road. Timing and scoring is having quite the issue here in the A-Main, but we got the most important people, and that's, of course, your leaders. Everyone's important, but when you're up front, you're just a little bit more important. Here we go. Oh, contact on the restart. Kendall Tucker, did he go just a tad early? That's going to be up to our admins and race officials. He dove to the inside of Alex Bergeron. Let's see what happens going forward. There's Bergeron, Kendall Tucker in second. James Edens in third. He's got that final podium position. Then it's Logan Rumsey, Tyler Shell, Braden Eiler, Lamy, Hewitt, Stanky, Cardwell, the top 10. Let's go back. Cameron Merriman. Let's go take a look at him. Your week 1 winner, there he is in 13th, trying to drive his way through the field. Plenty of time for him to get up there. Just a matter or not if he can do it. Alex Bergeron. Let's get a better camera view here. There he is. Let's take a look at Kendall Tucker. Not far behind, but he's got Edens behind him. And then it's a line of 3-4 cars Rumsey, Shell all together on that top side. Kendall Tucker, the only car in the top 5 going to that bottom line in both corners. Everyone else going to the top shelf. Here's a slider for Tucker there, coming out of 4. Gene, I see your comment as well, loving Kendall Tucker and Alex Bergeron. Well, you got to be jumping for joy right now because your 2 are out front, 1 and 2 respectively. But Kendall Tucker feeling the heat from James Edens right now as they make their way down the backstretch. He's holding on to that second spot, but Edens, Rumsey, Shell, and Eiler all nose to tail coming down the front stretch. A good battle back here. While this is all going on, it's allowing your race leader to pull away. 1.3 second lead for Alex Bergeron. There's Kendall Tucker. Edens with a run down the backstretch. Can he hold it into 3 and 4? They've pulled away a little bit. Here comes Edens with a crossover move on that slider. He's got Kendall Tucker. He's going to slide up into that second spot, coming out at 2. James Edens now in second. Tucker back to 3rd, and now here comes a slider from Logan Rumsey. Couldn't hold onto it at the line. Tucker able to reclaim that 3rd place spot. There goes Edens off the back of turn 2. Put Tucker back up to 2nd. Rumsey to 3rd. Braden Eiler has rejoined the fight. He's in 4th looking for a podium spot. We're going to jump up real quick because Alex Bergeron is now encountering lap traffic. He has caught the 35 of Eric Coyle. And caution comes out. Man, I love seeing the leaders have to encounter lap traffic. It just makes it more exciting in my mind when you can start to have to put some cars in the way of your leader. He was on cruise control. I said he's been fast. He had over a 1.5 seconds over Kendall Tucker, and he was going to have to start dealing with some guys from behind, but the caution comes out, our second one of the night. Was it Eric Coyle himself bringing out the caution? There he is. I don't think so. I think it was up in front of him. Someone went off the berm back there. You can see the dirt being flung up in the background. Not quite sure who it was. Was it Nathan Davis? Possibly. I think it might be. Nathan Davis, off the berm he goes. Usually that doesn't bring out the caution. I don't know if that's what it was or not, but he did go over the berm. So we'll get you reset and ready to go with our order. Let's give you the top 10. Let me get my timing and scoring update here for a second, so that way it's accurate. Alex Bergeron still your race leader. There we go. Got it up to date. So let's give you the top 10. We'll put it on the screen for you. Bergeron, Tucker, Rumsey, Eiler, Shell, the top 5. Then it's Hayden Carwell, Cam Merriman, up to the 7th position. Josh Stanky, Adam Elby, Gregory Lamy, the top 10. So interesting. I said he was up to the 3rd. Now he's being shown in the 8th spot. He was up to the 7th spot. Green flag back in the air. Cam Merriman in the 8th spot. He's got up 5 positions. Can he continue to make his way up? He's up to 6th all of a sudden. Let's take a look. That 0-10 car is mighty fast. Probably one of very few that could compete with Alex Bergeron with the setups they have tonight. We'll see if he can get up there. He's got time. It's just a matter of how far can Bergeron pull away. If he gets too big of a lead like he was starting to do earlier in the race, can Cam Merriman get up there and challenge? Don't count out the guys up there. Edens, Kendall Tucker, Edens went off the berm. And there goes another one, trying to look as he goes by. Who went off the berm? Who's fallen? Is that Adam Elby? No, it's not Elby. Eiler went over the berm. Now Merriman gets over the berm. That's going to drop him back. So let's go up front. Now that Merriman's got another obstacle in his way, let's take a look at what's going on in our top 3. There's Kendall Tucker. Holding on to that second spot, Hayden Cardwell. Now up to the third spot, Tyler Schell in there as well. Battling it out, here comes Hayden Cardwell. Hayden Cardwell has found something here in the middle of this feature. And he challenged Alex Bergeron. He's all of a sudden pulled himself up into podium contention. Now he's challenging Kendall Tucker. Slide job through 3 and 4. Can he make it work down the front stretch? He got it at the line, but here comes Tucker back in 1 and 2. Behind him, Josh Stanky moving up. So we got some new names joining the battle here about midway through our A main. Hayden Cardwell's got it again at the line. Cardwell seems to get it through 3 and 4, but Tucker can counter in 1 and 2. See if Cardwell can hold on. Stanky sitting back there in the 4th spot, just watching these two go at it. Seeing if he can find an advantage or if one of these two push it and jump that berm. Here comes Stanky to the bottom. Tyler Schell back there in the 5th spot. Mason Hannigan back there in 7th. Adam Elby in there as well. We didn't see him. He was on the bottom line. While these guys are battling that lead for Alex Bergeron, almost 2 seconds now. We're going to stay on this battle because they've been going back and forth. We'll take a look, take a peek just behind him a little bit. There's Stanky. He gets a good run down the front stretch. He's going to make it 3 wide in 1 and 2. Can he get anything out of it? No, he'll have to settle for that 5th spot, but you saw Hayden Cardwell almost go over the berm, then almost send it straight into the right side door of the Tucker machine, and there he goes. That time, in fact, Hayden Cardwell did go over the berm. I don't know if that's what brought out the caution or not. Let's go back and look. Or is it Jason Randolph? Let's click on Jason Randolph. Did he have something? He was kind of slow. Jason Randolph. Well, he disappeared off screen there. I know that Hayden Cardwell went over the berm. Yep, there it is. Here's Hayden Cardwell. Going into 1 and 2. Gets that right rear just over the cushion a little bit. Gets a little squirrely. This is where he almost doors Kendall Tucker. Holds onto it, gets it straightened out. But when he comes into 1 and 2 again, watch. Here he comes, top side. Getting pressured by Stanky. Over the berm he goes. He's going to come back on the racetrack and just spin out. That's what brought out the caution. It wasn't the fact that he went over the berm. It was the fact that he did a 360 in the middle of 1 and 2 in the front of traffic. Not on purpose, just when he re-entered the racetrack, light back end got a little light and he spun her out. So let's go take a look up front. There's Mason Hannigan. We're waiting for our timing and scoring to update. And we'll find, there's Adam Melby, Kendall Tucker, Alex Bergeron. That's who we want, our race leader. Got about 10 to go when we go green flag racing. Let's check in. How many cautions have we had? This is our 5th caution, and my bad, wasn't quite up to getting back to the replay, but we're green. Back green flag racing. Kendall Tucker and Alex Bergeron going at it. Had to just advance a couple seconds ahead. Working on now 9 to go, I believe. Good battle. These two have continued. Alex Bergeron, Kendall Tucker almost come together. Big slider by Tucker there, and he's going to pay for it. Stanky's going to get around him. Shell's going to give him some contact, and that's going to allow Bergeron to run free again. Kendall Tucker still in that 3rd spot. He's holding on. Josh Stanky got around him. Tyler Schell's pressing him. We'll see if he can hold on. Big slider by Tyler Schell. He's going to get into Stanky. Stanky somehow keeps that car straight. Schell, look at this battle going on back here. You got Edens, LB, Schell behind Stanky. Kendall Tucker, because of that contact, is able to run back up to the 2nd spot. He avoids Schell there, who drove it in deep into turn 4 again. Very aggressive by Tyler Schell. trying to get onto that podium. 5 to go. Alex Bergeron over a second lead again. He's checked out once again, just hoping this thing stays green flag. I know he doesn't want me to say that. That's the truth here. Eden's up to the 4th spot. It's Tucker, Stanky, the top 3, then Shell and Elby. Eden's all battling out behind them. 4 to go. Now 3 to go. Josh Stanky, Kendall Tucker. Let's look back here at Eden's. Quite a few in there. Mason Hannigan involved in that battle as well. They're all battling 1 spot shy of the podium. There's a car going over the berm. Who was that? Not seeing anybody dropping it drastically, so I'm not quite sure who it was, but 2 to go. Let's go take a look at your race leader. He's got it on cruise control right now. White flag in the air. That means when it comes around this time, it's going to be final. I said he's been purely dominant. He did a repeat of what Cameron Merriman did in week 1. Coming out of turn 4, your Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaw feature winner is going to be the 12 of Alex Bergeron. 2nd, Kendall Tucker. 3rd, Josh Stanky. There we go. James Edens will come across in 4th, Tyler Shell 5th, LB 6th, Hannigan 7th, Click 8th, Eiler 9th, and Merriman in 10th. Bergeron burning it down a little bit here. Rightly so. Pure domination tonight out of that 12 car. There's your 3rd place finisher, Josh Stanky. Getting lined up on track for the podium finish. We'll wait for, looks like Kendall Tucker already left, so we'll wait to bring in Alex Bergeron when he comes back, get him lined up. He's going to go up there on the podium. This might work. We'll stop it. There's Kendall Tucker going to come back in. Nope, that's all right. We'll stop it there with those 2, and we will come down here and get our 3rd place finisher, Josh Stanky. Let's see, they might have moved themselves up. Bergeron, Tucker's up here. Let's get Stanky in here as well. Gotta find him. Just had him. Did he get pulled up? Yes, there he is. All right, let's bring him on in the booth. Josh Stanky, do you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right, there he is, our 3rd place finisher on the night, Joshua Stanky. Seemed like as you went through the middle of that A main, you kind of found a little bit, drove yourself up through the pack. What did you find in the middle of that race that brought you into this podium spot?
Yeah, I knew the guys were running up top, and I knew I wanted to run up top in the beginning of that race, and my car felt good in 3 and 4. We're pretty much wherever I wanted to put it. Slider, just keeping it up top, do a cut down. I made it work. But 1 and 2 on that cushion, I just couldn't stay up on it like the other guys. I don't know what it was. If I tried so many different entries and wasn't staying consistent enough, and got a couple of the guys got past me. And I knew sooner or later, I was like, I got to try a different line. I knew middle 1 and 2 can come in. I know the bottom of 1 and 2 can come in at this track. I just kind of searched for it because I knew I wasn't hitting consistent laps, and all of a sudden it just seemed like 1 lap I tried the bottom 1 and 2, stayed right on that tacky stuff, and then I stayed high side 3 and 4, and I just had a lot of drive and was able to get around a couple of guys. A couple of guys were also searching for grip, and I think that's what gave me my opportunities to get past some of them, and they were also battling pretty hard for those top 4 or 5 spots, and I just waited patiently and made the move when it was there.
Well, congratulations. Heck of a driving job. As you mentioned, it was quite the battle up there for that final spot. Is there anyone you'd like to thank before we send you on your way here tonight?
Yeah, I think the guys at Black Diamond Motorsports, Brett at UDTV, Drew at One Line Designs, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, and all of his sponsors. And then the fans and family watching at home, you putting on for the broadcast, Dom and Roger for the league. It was a lot of fun tonight, and I'm really happy, especially at Lernerville, to get a top 3.
All right. Well, congratulations to our 3rd place finisher. That is Joshua Stanky. Let's see if we can get Kendall Tucker. Did he already head out? Looks like he might have left already. I don't see him here in our chat. So with that being said, let's jump on up. Let's get our race winner in here. Let's bring on in Alex Bergeron. Alex, do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Just pure domination on your part tonight. What made your car so fast?
Nothing really. Just me running the top pretty good and right on the edge, and I think that was the fastest line around tonight. Bottom felt pretty decent the first few laps, but then it really moved to the top, and I knew I just had to go up there.
Seemed like every time we got to a restart, within a few laps, you checked out. At one point, you almost had to encounter lap traffic. Was that more of a relief that the caution came out right at that time, or did you want to kind of keep it green flag racing because you had almost a 2-second lead at that point?
Yeah, I mean, I would have wanted to have a green flag run all the way in, but the having a caution there kind of reset the field, and I just took advantage of it, just pull away a bit more and have a clean field in front, and that way it was easier for me. Maybe with lap cars I could have went over, so it's in a good way at the same time.
All right. Is there anyone you want to thank before we send you on your way here tonight?
Well, Team ABRE Sports as always, with Jason Nagar, Rebecca, everybody supports us, all the partners, CSI Shocks, Logic Cat, BK Designs, Wiring Farm Equipments, everybody that supports us, like I said, all the fans that are tuning in tonight, my dad for watching as always, and you guys doing an awesome job, DSR and Roger for putting the series on, and glad to be back here and trying to go on for our next championship.
All right, that is your week 2 winner here in the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series. Alex Bergeron, pure domination tonight. So it's going to make it interesting as we go on in the season. We had Cameron Merriman do the same thing in week 1 that we already mentioned. Bergeron here in week 2. Those got to be 2 of the favorites to go forward. They're going to be at the top of the points as we head into week number 3. Let's give you I don't want the top 10, I want the final results. We'll give you how they finished before we send you on your way here tonight. Alex Bergeron leading all 34 laps here tonight. Kendall Tucker coming across in second. Stanky third, Edens fourth, and Shell in fifth. Albee comes in sixth, seventh Hannigan, eighth Click, ninth Eiler, and rounding out the top 10, Cameron Merriman. 11th Hall, 12th Sheridan, 13th Newhoffen, 14th Jensen, 15th Jason Randolph, 16th Coyle, 17th Grease, 18th Lammy, 19th Rumsey, and rounding out the night. Actually, I don't think that's it because we had more than that, right? We had 20th Hayden Cardwell, 21st Rusty Kruger, 22nd Nathan Davis, 23rd Lewis Hewitt, and 24th Alec Szerzynski. So that's going to round it out here for our second night of the Wicked Energy Gum DSRL 410 Outlaw Series. Congrats to the top 3, Alex Bergeron, Kendall Tucker, and Joshua Stanky. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoyed the comments, enjoyed the interaction. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and we will catch you next week with week number 3. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. For Roger Wagner, I'm Dom Santina, and we'll see you next week